What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and on this channel we talk about credit cards and how we use them to benefit our lives and travel for less. We also talk about personal finance and real estate investing. If those are things you may be interested in, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you get any value at all out of this video, please feel free to hit the like button. It really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Today guys, I want to talk about my base setup with American Express, and it is commonly referred to as the American Express Trifecta. Now the American Express Trifecta is widely considered one of the best trifectas in the credit card game. Obviously there is a Citi Trifecta and a Chase Bank Trifecta, but for how I travel and how I use my cards, this one seems to work out best for me. Now the American Express Trifecta includes the American Express Platinum card, the American Express Gold card, and the Blue Business Plus. You will see a few different variations and some other cards used in this. For instance, some people will use the American Express Green card in this setup, and some people will use the American Express Charles Schwab Platinum in this setup. The Charles Schwab can kind of interchange in between with the regular Platinum as far as I'm concerned. It just depends on if you want to redeem your membership rewards points for cash or not. For all intents and purposes of this video, it doesn't matter which one you have. Normally we suggest you get the regular Platinum, also referred to as the Vanilla Platinum, first, because it does have a higher sign-up bonus. And like I said, this is my base setup. I do have, like most YouTube credit card reviewers, I have several cards. I don't even know how many cards I have at this point, but I have a lot of different cards and I do use most of them. But this is my base setup, and this is the reason why. This setup is a membership rewards generating machine, and I will explain how it does that. First off, using the Platinum, the Gold, and the Blue Business Plus, I will earn 5 times points on flights, 5 times points on prepaid hotels through American Express Travel. I earn 4 times points per dollar at US supermarkets, 4 times points per dollar at dining, and with the Blue Business Plus, I earn 2 points on everything else. Now, obviously, for most of us, our largest category is everything else. Your vet bill, your utilities, different things like that, is everything else. And it's usually the largest category. I stay away from creating theoretical budgets to emphasize how much points people earn, because we all have different budgets, we all have different incomes, and I like to keep this kind of general. Someone who makes $40,000 a year can get the same value from this video as someone who is a high earner and earns much more than that. But I will note, the Blue Business Plus is 2 times points on everything else, but it is capped at $50,000 a year. Now, if you are one of those high spenders or high earners, it is possible for you to get 2 Blue Business Pluses. And that would help out if your everything else spend is quite a bit more than $50,000 a year. Okay, so we talked about the earnings potential. Your cards, your regular everyday spend, will earn tons of rewards. Now, these cards also, ironically enough, right now are coming with some historically high bonuses. We'll get to the bonuses here shortly. But what are some of the other benefits of running this setup for a travel-minded person? Some of the travel benefits: American Express fine hotels and resorts. I don't think that's a benefit talked about enough, because if you really do your research and you're discerning which offers to take, you can find some really nice offers that offer the 3rd night free on a lot of really nice, fairly expensive hotels. And let's be honest, if you're running this setup, you're probably not staying at the Shady Sadie's motel. You're probably staying at nice places. What else does this setup offer? Well, if you've watched the channel, you know that I am a huge proponent and a huge fan of airport lounges. The Platinum card gives us access to the Centurion lounges, which I think are terrific, but it also gives us the Priority Pass. Now, these two combined will give us over 1,300 lounges in over 500 different airports in 140 different countries. So this setup will get us pretty squared away as far as airport lounge access. What about hotels? Well, this setup will also give us status at a couple of the bigger hotel chains. You will get gold status at Hilton Honors and gold status at Marriott Bonvoy. Now, you can value the gold status differently. Obviously, they're not top tier statuses, but it is something, and it does help, and it does kind of weigh in on where you choose to stay. Now, some math for this setup. It is a fairly expensive setup to run, but let's talk about the benefits of the credits first. This setup will earn you a $100 yearly Saks Fifth credit. Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't shop at Saks. And I completely understand that. I don't either. But you can definitely find something to buy for $100 a year. Whether that's gifts or how I personally use mine is I purchase Harry's razors. I shave. I don't know if the deal is any better or worse than any other razor, but it's $100 worth of razors every year. And I think I don't even use that many. I think I have a surplus of razors right now. The next credit is going to be for Uber. Now, this is for Uber rides or eats. If you're like me and you're a working class suburban guy, I don't take a lot of Ubers. When I travel, I do, but in my everyday life, I'm not an Uber rider. So I use it for Uber Eats. I usually use it for a lunch at work or something like that. So the credit is going to be $320 yearly, and that's going to be $200 from the Platinum card and $120 from the Gold card. Now, that benefit is split up in a monthly issuance, so you have to use it or lose it. Using Uber Eats shouldn't be very difficult for most people. This setup will also give you a dining credit. It can be used for Grubhub and a few other different select restaurants. We won't completely go over that here, but it's $120 a year. It's going to be a $10 monthly credit. Again, it's a use it or lose it. We also have the dreaded $200 yearly airline incidental credit. People really like to complain about this, but it is not very difficult to use. You can use it for check bags. You can use it for change fees. Most airlines aren't doing change fees anymore, but they are starting to serve food on the planes again, so you can use it for that. You can also find some workarounds, but it's not hard to use that $200 in a yearly credit. It's also good for lounge access. So if you, for some reason, you're at an airport that doesn't have any priority pass lounges and it doesn't have a Centurion lounge, you may be able to use that for a Sky Club or an American Airlines Admiral's Lounge. So I think it's a pretty good credit. Now, these credits together add up to $720 per year. I think they're all easy to use. I would value these at close to 100%. I do know there have been times when I have forgotten to use my dining credit and I've lost out on $10. It's my fault. I should have used it. But $720 in credits. What are the annual fees? This is a fairly expensive setup to run. The annual fees will total $800 for now. There are rumors of both the credits and the annual fees changing, but for right now, the day of this recording, it's $800 to run this setup. And that is $550 for the Platinum card and $250 for the Gold card. The Blue Business Plus does not have an annual fee. So let's talk about the bonuses. Right now, there are some fairly high bonuses, and I won't talk about the targeted, the referral bonuses, but American Express is notorious for having a dozen different bonuses for each card. It is your job to go find the best one. But right now, using incognito mode, the default bonus for these cards are the Platinum is coming with a 75,000 membership rewards points bonus, and that also includes 10 times points on gas and supermarkets for a limited time. Again, huge points generator. The Gold card in incognito mode is giving me a $60,000 bonus, and the Blue Business Plus can be found, I think maybe only from referrals, a 10,000 membership rewards bonus. Obviously for a minimum spend, and those change fairly regularly also. So total that up, basically a default number of 145,000 membership rewards points for signing up for all three of these cards. On a very conservative value, if you value membership rewards points at 1.5 cents per point, that's $2,175 just in membership reward points, just for the bonus. Again, it is expensive to run this setup, but the first year right off the rip, you're getting well over that value. So guys, we do have full reviews of all three of these cards on our channel if you'd like to check that out. We also have referral links. If you're interested in applying for these cards, please go to the description. And if you can, using our referral links really helps out the channel and it helps us bring you more content. If you're interested in earning even more American Express membership rewards points, please consider signing up with Rakuten. It's a cashback shopping portal, but in lieu of cashback, you can elect to earn American Express membership rewards points, and it's a really easy way to start racking them up. Holidays, birthdays, school close season, when we spend a lot of money, it's always nice to get some bonus membership rewards points. If you use our link below, you will get $25 cash back with your first purchase just for signing up with us. My question for you guys is, how many others out there are using the American Express Trifecta as their base card setup? Obviously, a lot of us will want to include an airline card and or a hotel card as well. But for a basic setup, this is the setup I use most, and it has been very beneficial to me. And I think I've used every credit. I think I've used almost every benefit, and it's been very valuable for me so far. So guys, comment below, what is your basic setup? And if you've made it this far, thank you.